He was YouTube's golden boy. Vlogs pulling millions, brand deals pouring in, a superstar at just 22. Then, one video changed everything. In December 2017, Logan Paul uploaded footage from Japan's infamous suicide forest, showing the body of a man who had died by suicide. Outrage erupted overnight. Sponsors fled. YouTube cracked down. Fans unsubscribed in droves. The question wasn't how high Logan could climb. It was whether he could survive at all. This is the rich and reckless story of Logan Paul's cancellation. Rise. Before the controversies that would later define his public image, Logan Paul seemed to be living the ultimate dream of a digital age celebrity. He first gained fame on Vine, the short-form video platform, where his energetic clips and outrageous antics quickly went viral. Millions of viewers tuned in daily, laughing, sharing, and eagerly awaiting the next stunt. When Vine shut down, Logan seamlessly pivoted to YouTube, transforming his content into daily vlogs, elaborate pranks, daring stunts, and high-energy challenges. Each upload became more than a video. It was an event that fans couldn't afford to miss. By 2016, Logan had amassed millions of subscribers and cultivated a fiercely devoted fanbase known as the Logang. His content style was unmistakable: bigger, louder, faster, and constantly pushing boundaries. Every stunt, every prank, every shout-out was designed to capture attention and keep viewers coming back. The formula worked brilliantly, and Logan quickly became one of the defining figures of a new generation of internet creators. Monetization followed naturally. Merchandise became a goldmine. Maverick-branded hoodies, backpacks, accessories, and limited edition items sold out almost instantly, creating a retail frenzy that few online creators had achieved. Forbes recognized his influence, naming him one of the highest-paid content creators in the world. Hollywood, too, took notice. Logan scored acting gigs, appeared on talk shows, and flirted with the possibility of movie stardom. By the age of 22, Logan Paul had transcended the label of influencer. He had built a sprawling empire outside traditional Hollywood systems, commanding attention and revenue through sheer creativity, audacity, and a deep understanding of digital culture. For a moment, the sky seemed the limit. There appeared to be no ceiling for a young creator whose energy, charisma, and business acumen made him a pioneer in the rapidly evolving world of online fame. The downfall, December 2017, marked a turning point in Logan Paul's meteoric rise. His suicide forest vlog, filmed in Japan's Aokigahara forest, captured a tragic moment, a man's death, but presented it in a way that millions around the world found shocking and insensitive. What was intended as daring content quickly became a global controversy. The backlash was immediate and severe. Major news outlets, including CNN and the BBC, condemned the video, highlighting the ethical breach and insensitivity of the act. Late-night talk shows ridiculed and criticized him, turning what had been online antics into mainstream scrutiny. Brands and sponsors who had lined up for partnerships withdrew almost instantly, pulling millions of dollars in potential revenue. YouTube, too, took action, temporarily demonetizing his channel and placing him under heightened scrutiny. Overnight, Logan Paul went from being the golden boy of internet fame to a cautionary tale for creators everywhere. His fanbase fractured. While some remained loyal, others expressed outrage through social media, trending hashtags demanding his cancellation, and petitions calling for the deletion of his channel. The vlogger, once celebrated for his fearless content, now found himself in the crosshairs of public judgment. Logan responded with tearful apologies, acknowledging the gravity of his mistake, but the damage had already been done. For the first time in his career, Logan Paul was not the entertainer controlling the narrative. He had become the story itself. Headlines chronicled his missteps more than his stunts or pranks, and the lesson was clear. In the digital age, virality can be as unforgiving as it is lucrative. The incident marked a dramatic fall from grace. a public reckoning that forced him to confront the consequences of pushing boundaries without accountability. Fallout. The consequences of Logan Paul's Suicide Forest vlog rippled across every corner of his burgeoning empire. Sponsors vanished almost overnight. Google Preferred, once a major source of revenue, dropped him. YouTube Red scrapped planned projects, shutting the fast track to Hollywood that had seemed so promising. The opportunities he had spent years building suddenly disappeared, leaving him exposed to the harsh reality of public accountability. Media outlets seized on every detail. Late-night shows, news segments, and online commentary mocked him relentlessly, dissecting his actions as both a professional and moral failure. Classrooms and teachers around the world used the scandal as a case study, teaching digital responsibility and the dangers of unchecked content creation. Merch sales stalled, and the fan-driven Logang began to fracture as some followers distanced themselves. Even friends and employees, who had once been part of his inner circle, publicly or privately, stepped back, leaving Logan isolated. Daily uploads, once the lifeblood of his online presence, stopped entirely. For nearly 2 months, the empire he had built with audacity and relentless energy sat silent. When Logan eventually returned, it was with a new approach, a carefully produced, somber apology video featuring suicide prevention advocates. He acknowledged the gravity of his mistake and the harm caused, striving to demonstrate understanding and responsibility. The tone was markedly different from his usual high-energy content, respectful, subdued, and reflective. But for many, the apology came too late. The damage already etched into public perception. The fall from digital superstardom was stark. From a creator who seemed untouchable, Logan Paul had become a global warning sign, a cautionary tale about the consequences of prioritizing shock value over ethical responsibility. Rebuilding the trust of fans, sponsors, and the wider public would require more than stunts and high-energy videos. It demanded a reinvention of both his content and his image. For the first time, Logan faced the challenge of not just entertaining an audience, but repairing the very foundation of his digital empire. The rebuild. After the fallout, Logan Paul faced the monumental task of not just regaining fame, but rebuilding trust and reshaping his public image. Step 1 came in 2018 with Impulsive, his podcast. Unlike the high-energy, spectacle-driven content of his early years, the podcast offered long-form interviews and unfiltered conversations, allowing fans to see a different side of Logan. Thoughtful, reflective, and surprisingly self-aware. Millions tuned in weekly, drawn to a more authentic Logan who could discuss life, responsibility, and the challenges of fame. Slowly but surely, respect began to return, proving that audiences could embrace growth alongside entertainment. Step 2 saw Logan entering the world of professional boxing. His rivalry with fellow YouTuber KSI drew massive attention, selling out arenas and shattering pay-per-view records. Even in defeat, Logan demonstrated an undeniable ability to command attention, proving his appeal extended far beyond vlogging. By 2021, he faced boxing legend Floyd Mayweather in a high-profile exhibition match, a spectacle watched around the world, cementing Logan's status as a crossover star, capable of drawing audiences in multiple arenas. Step 3 brought him into WWE. Logan's high-flying entrances, charisma, and theatrical flair energized stadiums, impressing both fans and critics. No longer just a YouTuber, he became a bona fide performer, mastering the art of spectacle and live entertainment on a global stage. Step 4 marked his successful venture into business with the launch of Prime Hydration alongside KSI. The drink quickly became a global phenomenon, selling out in multiple markets and establishing Logan not only as an entertainer, but as a savvy entrepreneur. With Prime, Logan demonstrated that he could lead a brand and create real-world value beyond digital content. Podcast, boxing, WWE, Prime. Logan rebuilt his empire on new terms. While controversy never fully disappeared, the narrative around him shifted dramatically. Logan Paul went from being cancelled to proving that reinvention was possible, crafting one of the most remarkable comebacks of the digital age. His journey became a blueprint for resilience, learning from mistakes, diversifying platforms, and showing audiences that growth, accountability, and ambition could coexist in the world of online fame. Logan Paul's story is wild, from golden boy to cancelled villain to boxing arenas, billion-dollar drinks, and WWE stadiums. His rise, fall, and reinvention prove one thing. In the digital age, reputation can be destroyed overnight, but it can also be rebuilt. Not everyone forgave. Controversy still shadows him, but Logan transformed scandal into opportunity, proving cancellation isn't always the end. Sometimes it's just Act 2. This is Rich and Reckless. Next time, Will Smith. How one slap shook a career built over decades. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, press the subscribe button, and also drop your thoughts in the comment section.